Grandview, Texas is 45 minutes south of Fort Worth, but it feels like a world away. This is literally a one-stoplight town, but that doesn't stop us from popping in to feature one of the best softball players from the class of 2026. This is Madi Doty, a fireballing, impossible-to-touch pitcher who is proud of her small-town roots.
I like how we're all so close, my grade's pretty small, so we're all friends and all that, and you just know the community around you. You have personal bonds with the people.
That's the thing about a smaller community. They get behind each other, they get behind the athletes, and when we leave for playoff games, everybody comes out. We have send-offs. We have some ladies that are down on the corner that run an antique shop. They're some of our biggest fans.
In the history of Grandview, there's never been anyone quite like Madi Doty. Last season, she allowed just 9 runs in 142 innings and also rolled up 256 strikeouts. She also had a .426 batting average with 8 home runs and was named the Fort Worth Star Telegram Player of the Year. It was the culmination of years of hard work for Doty, who first picked up a bat and glove in the 1st grade.
I guess we moved to Alabama where my son was born, and she decided she wanted to start hitting balls. So my husband bought her a tee and some baseballs, and we just started there. And once we moved back home, I guess she was in 1st grade, and so 7 years old we started t-ball. And ever since then, it just kind of went from there.
At the beginning, it was more about the friends. I liked the friends about it, but once I got older, I just loved the game and being a part of it. And then once I started pitching, I was like, oh, I really love pitching. This is what I want to do, and why now I really love softball.
Once she arrived at Grandview High School, Doty was thrown into the fire as a 14-year-old freshman. When coaches and teammates saw how well she stacked up against juniors and seniors, they knew they had a special player on their hands.
The fact that she was 14 years old and she looked like she could be 18 out there throwing. I mean, her level of ability on the mound was apparent at that young age. And the crazy thing to think about was watching her grow and to become even better. And that's been a fun ride to be on.
This last season, the Zebras rode Doty's arm all the way to their 1st state title. She struck out 11 batters to win the championship game, delivering a big moment for the entire town of Grandview.
I think it was probably the most phenomenal feeling that anybody could feel. And like Coach Ebner said, I mean, not only just the girls bringing it home, just for winning it for themselves, but the backing of the community. And there wasn't a seat, an empty seat on Grandview side at the state tournament. And so it was just, it was the best feeling ever.
It was so much love, the stadium was filled at the game, and then after the game they were all outside waiting for you and wanting you to sign balls. So just feeling that is a great feeling, and know that you have your whole community behind you.
Doty is impossible to rattle when she pitches. No matter the situation, she keeps everything calm and collected.
Her mindset is what got her to where she's at. If you watch her throw, you don't see any kind of emotion on her when she's out there. And we learn that as young pitchers to do that, but to be able to do that at 14 years old is also very, very difficult. And she has been able to do that from then until now. And you would never know if there was any turmoil going on in there.
She goes to lessons. Megan Denny White does her pitching lessons, and she's been with her since she's 9, and she's phenomenal, and she's a lot of the reason of Maddie's mindset. And it was always, you never let them see you cry on the mound. You cry in the car. You never let anybody see you cry.
It's a mindset that will help her at the next level. She will head 150 miles south and play for the University of Texas.
It felt like home. Love the coaches. I love the city. I've always wanted to go to college in a big city, and I just loved everything about it.
But before she heads to Austin, there's another season of softball at Grandview and one last chance to cement her name in the town's history books.